it's the biggest sale I ever went to.
Oh, what a mob.
Yeah, I never saw such shoving and pushing in my whole life. Shove, 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 push, push, push. And some of the women still wouldn't let me through. What's so funny?
Whoever said women were the weaker sex never went shopping with us.
That's for sure. Gee, I wish that bus would come. I'm so tired.
Yeah. You know, they had some marvelous bargains there today, Lucy.
They sure did. That's why I wanted to go to that store. You know, I have to be very careful of every penny that I spend.
Well, how come then you bought 3 steam irons?
Well, when they're marked down like that, you have to take advantage of it. Say, at that price, they were a steal.
Lucy, what are you going to do with 3 steam irons?
Well, you never know when 2 of them are going to break down.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of.
Well, you know, you should talk. Last week, you bought a 100-pound sack of dog food.
Oh, well, that was half price.
You don't even have a dog.
I might get one someday.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Want a bite?
Oh, no, honey, I'm on a diet.
You are?
Yeah, I've been on a diet for a couple of weeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For heaven's sake.
Now, Lucy, you
What?
did it again.
I did what again?
You threw paper on the sidewalk.
Oh, that.
Listen, you do that all the time. The other day, you threw peanut shells all over the street. You know, you could get arrested for that.
I could get arrested?
Yes, of course, you know, it's very serious. That's against the Keep America Beautiful campaign. You might have committed a federal offense.
A federal offense?
I just hope nobody saw you.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I better get it.
Lucy,
What?
policeman.
Policeman?
Yeah.
Do you think they saw what I did?
I don't know.
Mary Jane, promise me something.
What?
If anything happens, save yourself. Pretend you don't know me.
Lucy, I can't do that.
Promise me.
I promise.
Excuse me, lady. Does that bag belong to you?
I beg your pardon, sir. Are you addressing me?
Yes, madam, I was addressing you. Does that bag belong to you?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, it does.
Oh, okay, sister, it's all over. Let's go.
I beg your pardon? Go where?
You can cut that innocent act. You have any identification?
Well, I have a little birthmark, but I'm certainly not going to show it to... I just don't go around showing it to strangers.
Let me see your driver's license.
I don't have a driver's license. I don't even have a car.
What's your name?
Lucille Carmichael.
Lucille Carmichael. Ha! Phony name if I ever heard one.
It is not a phony name. Lucille Carmichael is my real name, isn't it? Tell them what my name is.
Lady, I never saw you before in my life.
But,
Are you coming along quietly, or do we have to get tough?
well, if you feel that way about it, imagine making a federal offense over a little thing like this.
I'll take care of that.
Oh, thank you.
Holy smoke, sister. What have you got in here?
Well, 3 steam irons and...
My, you have had a busy day.
You like to do things in a big way, don't you?
Well, not really, but they were such a steal.
Come on, lady, let's go.
All right.
Come on.
All right, you don't have to
Get going.
And, Lieutenant, we're sure that this Carmichael dame is the red-headed shoplifter that's been pulling all these big jobs. We caught her with the stuff right on her. Those pearls were in her shopping bag.
Okay, bring her in.
Bring her in, Miller.
Hi.
Hi.
Your name is Carmichael.
Lucille Carmichael, yes. Lucille is spelled with 2 L's. 3 if you count the first one.
Officers Peters and Miller. My name is Lieutenant Finch.
Well, I'm very happy to meet you all.
And you have no idea how happy we are to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
Won't you sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Now, just to get off on the right foot, it is my duty to inform you that anything you say will be held against you.
Oh, yes, sir.
And that you have a right to legal counsel if you so desire.
Oh, no, I don't think that's necessary. It isn't that big a thing.
Oh? Well, suppose we all just settle back and you tell us what you did today.
Oh, well, now that's not going to be very entertaining.
We'll find it fascinating.
Oh, well, okay, where shall I start?
Why don't we start with the beginning, this morning?
This morning. Well, let's see now. I got up early, about 7:45, I think. Maybe it was 10 of. Yeah, about 10 of 8, I think. And I read the paper. I always read the paper every morning. And I saw this ad for this marvelous sale. And I just love sales. So I called Mary Jane and I...
Who's Mary Jane?
She's my cat.
Do you often phone your cat?
Oh, yes, always. Always when she's away from home. I always call her and I say, "What's new, pussycat?"
Well, let's forget the feline phone calls. Tell us about this sale you went to.
Oh, well, as I say, I love sales. And, well, I'm the sort of person who just cannot resist picking up a few things.
We can imagine.
So, just like that, you decided to go shopping.
Oh, yes, I do it all the time, especially when I don't feel like going to the bank.
Bank?
Yeah, that bank job gets so monotonous.
We'll talk about the bank job later.
Oh,
Yeah. Right now, we'd like to hear about your shopping.
all right, but why?
Lady, when you've been shopping, word gets around.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, you better believe it, sister.
Well,
So you went shopping and you picked up a few things.
well, more than a few. More than a few. There were, let's see now, 3 steam irons, a little bottle of cologne, a pair of curtains, 2 pair of curtains, and, I found a new eyelash curler, and a floor lamp.
Floor lamp? Where was that? It wasn't in the bag.
Well, of course not. You just can't walk out carrying a floor lamp. It's being delivered.
By the store?
Certainly.
Boy, what nerve! You shot pretty good.
Well, thank you. It isn't easy. With a crowd around like that, you have to be fast.
Well, that takes care of the preliminaries. Now to the main event.
I beg your pardon?
The reason you're here.
Oh, that. Oh, well, as a matter of fact, I'd like a chance to explain that.
Would you really?
Yes, you see, I'm really not that kind of person. I just wasn't thinking.
You mean you had a mental aberration?
I could have had that, yeah.
Now, Carmichael, let's level. You've been doing stuff like this all over town, haven't you?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't remember.
You don't remember. You're just not talking, are you?
Well, who remembers things like that? Do you remember every time you drop a gum wrapper on the sidewalk?
I don't chew gum.
Do you?
Look, let me refresh your memory. About 6 weeks ago, you were on Western Avenue, weren't you?
Western Avenue?
That's right. First shop, there was a sable cape in the window. Remember a sable cape?
Well, Western Avenue. Sometimes I go down Melrose, and Oh, Western. Oh, now I remember. Oh, yeah. Peanuts. That's what it was. Peanuts.
Peanuts?
Yeah. I finished it off and just didn't even think about it. I admit it, but it was just a little bag.
A little bag? Lady, in our book, that's a big bag. That cost somebody $4,000.
Well, I don't understand that.
Oh, not much, you don't. I got to admit, Carmichael, you are really something.
She's the coolest cookie I ever saw, Lieutenant.
Yeah, she's a real criminal type. No conscience, no nerves.
You better get yourself a good lawyer. You're going to need one.
Well, gee whiz. The way you talk, you'd think I committed a robbery or something.
A robbery? You, heaven forbid.
Well, I don't see why I can't just pay a little fine and go home.
A little fine? You'll be lucky if you get off with less than 10 years.
10 years? It was only a chocolate-covered coconut caramel cream wrapper.
I think maybe we ought to call in a psychiatrist.
So do I. He's nuts. Now, look, I can explain if you to. Just give me
You
a chance.
can explain it to the judge. Get her out of here.
I never heard of such a thing in my life. 10 years for heaven's sake.
Hey, Hogan! What do you want, Tinkerbell? You got company. Why do you always dump all the garbage in on me? What do you want?
Well, please, maybe I could have a private room?
A private room, dearie? Well, next time, why don't you call in advance for a reservation? We'll give you a nice room with a view.
But I don't think I'm very welcome here.
Aw, you're as welcome as the flowers in May.
But she sounds so tough.
She is tough. And you better be tough, too, or she'll crush you like a marshmallow. Now, get it.
My pillow.
What are you in for, kid?
Don't call me kid.
Okay, what's your handle?
Steel Knuckles Carmichael. My friends call me Knuck.
Okay, Nuck, what you in for?
Just getting rid of some paper.
Oh, passing counterfeit moolah, huh?
What?
Hey, you're in the big leagues, kid.
I said don't call me kid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Muck.
It's not muck, it's Knuck.
Okay, Nuck. Shit, don't get so excited.
All right. Boy, what a crummy joint this is.
Hell, I don't know. This pad ain't bad. I've been in a lot worse.
Yeah? What's your handle?
Hardhead Hogan.
Hardhead? How'd you ever get a name like that?
I'm a bouncer in a beer hall. I bite 'em with my head. I get 'em right about here. Boop! Out they go like a light.
Yeah, I can see why.
It's a natural talent. Had it since I was a kid.
Because you was just born lucky, huh?
Ah, it's got its drawbacks. I got a tough time keeping my hair curled. But then, everybody's got problems.
Yeah, well, that's one way of looking at it. What are you in for?
Assault and battery.
Oh?
Yeah, it was all a misunderstanding.
Sure it was.
I was framed.
Sure you was.
I've been having a little trouble with my eyes lately.
Oh?
I butted a guy the other night, and instead of him going out the door, I put him right through the wall.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was messy. But a perfectly innocent mistake.
Sure it was. You know something, Hardhead?
What?
I'd like a nice hot cup of coffee.
I'll just ring for room service. What's all the racket in here?
Tinkerbell, my roommate would like a nice hot cup of coffee.
But of course. And would Madam like sugar and cream in her coffee?
Well, a little cream and no sugar. I'll take saccharin because I've been on a diet and I wouldn't want to put on any weight loss.
Shut up!
Boy, the nerve of her. I'll tell you one thing, if she does bring me my coffee, I ain't gonna give her no tip.
Hey, you know you're all right, Cluck.
Not Cluck, Knock.
I like your style.
I'm glad you like my style.
I think you and me are gonna go great together.
Yeah?
Now listen. I want to let you in on something.
What?
Stay here. I figured out a way to beat this rap. They don't call me hardhead for nothing. I got it all mapped out. I'm busting out of here. Doing a bird.
You mean you're gonna try to escape?
Now you got it, kid.
Don't call me kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Knock.
No, it's not Knock, it's Cluck. No, Knock, that's right.
Oh, knock. Okay. Now, here's the way we're gonna do it.
We? What do you mean, we?
You and me. What do you think I'm talking about? We're partners. Now, here's the plan. As soon as Tinkerbell comes in here, I'm gonna bite her in the breadbasket and bounce her right off that wall. And then you and me, will burn it. Right out of here. How do you like that?
Well, Hardhead, if you don't mind, I'd like to think about it a little bit, you know.
What's to think?
Well,
We're partners, remember?
yeah, but,
Honey, you don't argue with Hardhead.
well,
What are we here?
Lieutenant Finch, I can't tell you. I mean, I just can't tell you what it means to have these pearls returned to my jewelry store. You've done a magnificent job.
Well, save the compliments. Can you recall what happened?
Well, I was showing these pearls to a client, and I left them on the counter when this red-headed creature walked in. I thought she was just browsing, but when I turned my back for just a moment, she swooped up the pearls and was gone. I mean...
That sounds like her, all right. The slickest shoplifter in town. We've been after her for months. Now, would you know her if you saw her again?
Oh, I most certainly would. The incident is indelibly impressed on my mind. I shall remember that face for years. That red hair.
Good. Matron, bring in the girls for the lineup.
Okay, come on, girls. Step lively. Come on, pick them up. Get over here.
Face the front. All right, Mr. Trindle, all we need is a positive identification. Just pick her out. Well,
I'm not sure.
never in 1,000 years, huh?
Well, I didn't anticipate so many redheads.
What did you figure on a bunch of Yule Brenners? All right, Mr. Trindle, which one?
Well, Lieutenant, it's very difficult. These girls are all so innocent looking.
Innocent? Most of these babes would make Ma Barker look like a campfire girl.
Well, I can't help that. The woman I saw was much tougher looking.
All right, girls, look tough for Mr. Trindle. Real tough.
Yes, that's the one. I'd never forget in 1,000 years. That's the one. That's her.
Step forward, Queenie. Rest of you debutantes back to your penthouses.
All right, come on, let's go. Come on.
You're nominated, Queenie.
Well, what am I nominated for?
Miss Light Fingers of the Year.
Oh, that. Well, I can explain that. Are you the head of the Keep America Beautiful campaign? Because I can explain everything.
You can explain it in my office. Get her in there.
Now, just a minute. I know my rights, my constitutional rights. I'm entitled to make one phone call.
Now you're going to call your lawyer, I suppose.
No, my manicurist. I want to cancel my appointment. I didn't know I was going to be here so long.
Well, we got a strong case against you now.
You were positively identified.
Picked out of a lineup by a reliable witness.
You could make it a lot easier on yourself by signing a confession.
A confession for a little thing like that? It's the silliest thing I ever heard of.
Boss?
Yeah.
There's some people out here to see the prisoner.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Mr. Mooney!
Mrs. Carmichael! What in the world?
Lucy, are you all right?
What's it to you? I never saw you before in my life, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Oh, this is the pussycat you made the phone call to. All right, Mooney, what's your connection with her?
Mrs. Carmichael happens to work for me.
Hey, Lieutenant, this looks like a regular gang. He must be the big boss.
Boss gang? What's he talking about? What? Would you please explain what's going on here?
Yes, sir. Well, it all started with a chocolate-covered coconut caramel cream wrapper.
There she goes again.
She's being booked for grand larceny.
Grand larceny?
Grand larceny?
Grand larceny?
That's right, little Sir Echo.
Mr. Mooney, you know Lucy never stole anything in her life.
Well, that's true. She is not dishonest. Oh, she's incompetent, scatterbrained, bungling, inefficient, disorganized, incoherent, and stupid. But she is not dishonest.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney. Up for me.
Look, Mooney, there's no question about it. We caught her with the goods.
What good?
Well, to begin with, she was walking around with 3 steam irons in her bag.
Now, does that sound normal to you?
For her, yeah. Of course, I'd never be able to explain it,
Oh,
but...
well, listen, I can explain that.
You just stand there, pussycat, and purr quietly.
But I didn't steal anything. Can I get anyone to believe that?
No, but you'll have a long time to try. She'll be out of circulation for 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Well, now, Mrs. Carmichael, don't you worry about a thing. We will get you the best lawyers in town. In your case, we will have no difficulty proving insanity. Oh, Mrs. Carmichael. Oh, no, there. Don't cry.
It's all right for you to say not to cry because you don't have anything to cry about. But suppose it was your wife that was being sent away for 10 years.
This is no time for wishful thinking. Now, sir, I want you to know that I'm an important man in this city.
Boss, what do you want?
Hold everything. You got the wrong dame.
What do you mean I got the wrong dame?
This is the redhead who stole the pearls. She just signed a confession.
Okay, Miller, book her. Well, Miss Carmichael, it seems that there's been a slight misunderstanding.
Well, there certainly has been. Can I go now?
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you.
I don't know what... Well, let's go on here.
Get in there.
Hardhead, what happened?
Well, when I butted Tinkerbell in the breadbasket, she bounced me off the wall.
Oh, well, you can't win them all, honey. Well, anyway, you got your private room back. I just got sprung.
Oh, gee, I'm gonna miss you, Clock.
Knock, clock, knock. Knock, knock. Did you say knock?
Yes, dear. No, I've already told you I can't get home tonight. Business is business, Lammy Pie. No, I can't possibly postpone that appointment.
I got 'em. And here are your tickets for the ball game tonight.
Tickets? Who said anything about a ball game? Why, that's the most insulting thing that anyone has ever called me.
Oh, is that Mrs. Mooney? Tell her I said hello.
All right. If you can't believe your own husband, I have no alternative but to hang up on you, Irma. Emma? Emma? Oh, you...
Me? What'd I do?
You have just turned my home into a split-level penitentiary.
Mooney, your wife will forgive you. After all, this isn't the first time she caught you lying. If you want my advice...
Mrs. Carmichael, my life with Irma is none of your wretched business. It's my wretched business. I'll handle Irma.
I was just going to say it would be easier to apologize if you say it with flowers.
What I have to say to Irma can't be said with flowers. A flower pot, maybe. But not flowers.
Remember last time, if it's not flowers today, it'll be a fur coat tomorrow.
You know, we haven't had any fresh flowers in our living room for a long time.
Any special kind you'd like for her?
Yes, poison ivy.
Come in.
Hi.
Oh, Mrs. Mooney's flowers.
Yes. Do you like them?
Oh, they're beautiful. Eddie, you really are an artist. You know something? These are pretty enough to be artificial.
Oh, thank you. I guess you love flowers as much as I do.
Yeah, that's because I used to live over a funeral parlor.
I got started by growing plants on my windowsill.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there's always some kid on the block I had to fight. And there was always some guy calling me a sissy.
Yeah, well, I'll bet those bullies would be good and jealous if they could see the beautiful work you do now.
No, I'm just a glorified delivery boy.
Well, you won't be after you buy the shop from your boss.
Oh, that's all off. I can't get the $3,000 for the down payment.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'll just have to tell Mr. Finley to sell the place to somebody else.
He can't sell it to anybody else. Tell him how much it means to you.
Mr. Finley wants cash. Where's a pug like me gonna raise $3,000?
Mr. Mooney.
What do you want?
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Eddie Rickles. What have you do?
You don't have to defend me, Mr. Mooney. He's a friend.
Mrs. Carmichael, I am well aware of who Eddie Rickles is. I saw you knock out Joey Mitchell at Madison Square Garden in 1962. You remember that fifth round? Oh, boy, he thought he had you trapped, but you backpedaled. Then you feinted with your left, and you surprised him with that uppercut. Pow! You never had a more loyal fan than Theodore J. Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Moody.
Ted, to you.
Why, Eddie, I didn't know you were a famous prize fighter.
That was a long time ago.
You were my kind of boxer, Eddie.
And you're his kind of banker, Ted.
Ted to him. Mr. Mooney to you.
Let's tell him the good news, Eddie. Eddie's going into business for himself.
Well, congratulations, buddy boy. Where's the saloon going to be?
Who said anything about a saloon?
Mrs. Carmichael, anyone familiar with sports knows that baseball players open bowling alleys and boxers open saloons.
Yeah, well, not Eddie.
Oh?
I'm a florist.
You're wise.
And he's going to buy his own shop.
And you're smart.
And you're going to give him the $3,000 to do it.
And you're nuts.
Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, the bank can't lend money to just any stranger who wanders in off the street.
Stranger? You just said he's your old buddy, remember? And all he needs is $3,000. Don't be a cheapskate.
Mrs. Carmichael, I am acting in the best interest of the bank. So don't call me a cheapskate.
Well, you said you were Eddie's most loyal fan. Why don't you loan him the money?
Now you can call me a cheapskate.
Oh, don't feel bad, Eddie. Mr. Mooney will only loan money to people who don't need the loan.
That's all right. I guess I was too crazy to even think I could own my own shop.
Oh, now, Eddie, don't give up. Nothing is impossible.
$3,000, that's impossible. Boy, just think of it. When I used to fight, I used to get that much for one bout.
You got $3,000 for one fight? Wow. Eddie, do you really want that florist shop?
Sure I do.
Then you're gonna fight again.
Oh, no, I can't fight anymore, no.
Why not? Well, the way Mr. Mooney raved about you, you must be terrific.
Oh, I used to be, but I'm past my prime, and I haven't been in training for years.
So you start training again. All you need is one fight, and you'll have your $3,000.
Are you kidding? To get $3,000 in one fight, you gotta fight somebody with a big name.
Like Sandy Koufax?
Sandy Koufax isn't a boxer.
No? I heard Mr. Mooney say that nobody can hit him. Well, all right, who is a big name?
Well, there's a kid that packs him in by the name of Sonny Shore.
Well, then Sonny Shaw better watch out.
For what?
For us.
For us?
We are going to fight Sonny Shaw.
It's a good boy. That's it. Keep it up. That's it. Keep it. Hang with him. That's good. Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, that's it. Excuse me, Nick. Hey, kid, why don't you cool off a while, huh?
Since when do they let dames around here during training?
Nick, that ain't no dame. That's Sonny's tomato.
Oh, that's different. Come here. I just bet 5 big ones on Sonny.
Don't worry, Nick. Your 5,000 clams is in the bank.
To hear you talk, you think the kid was the Manasseh Mauler.
Dude, well, he ain't exactly Jack Dempsey, but the kid got what it takes. Hey, he's got fast hands, good wind, and a lot of class.
You better be right, Louis.
Hey, Louis. What's the red-headed dame doing here?
I ain't no dame. I'm Eddie Rickles' tomato. I come to talk to Sonny Shaw.
Well, I'm Sonny Shaw's manager, lady. What do you want to talk to him about?
Eddie Rickles is going to make a comeback, and it's got to be against Sonny Shaw. That's what I'm here to talk about.
You mean you would put Eddie Rickles in the same ring with Sonny Shaw?
Of course, we'd want to guarantee 3 big ones.
What?
That comes to 3,000 oysters. Clams.
Yeah, I know what it comes to. Now, look, lady, I couldn't do a thing like that to Eddie. Well, he's all washed up.
Eddie is not washed up. He's still got quick hands and light fingers and real class and a lot of wind.
Oh, yeah? Well, just leave me show you something. Hey, Sonny, come here a minute, will you? Yeah, I want you should show the lady what great shape you're in. Okay, lady, punch Sonny in the stomach.
Are you kidding? I don't go around punching men in public.
Go ahead, he can take it.
Okay.
Huh? What did I tell you, huh? Now, if you was to punch Eddie like that, he'd fall apart.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be the one who's punching Eddie. Sonny is.
I'm sorry, lady. Now, maybe if Eddie trains a few months, I might come take a look at him.
Well, they'll sell the flower shop by then.
What?
I mean, training. If training is all you're worried about, Eddie's been training all along.
I ain't noticed him around the gym.
Oh, well, you see, he's been at a private training camp. Oh, you should see him. He's strong enough to beat the Manasseh Mauler.
The Manasseh Mauler?
That's Dempsey, Jack Dempsey.
I know who that is, yeah. Well, maybe I ought to come with you and take a look at Eddie.
Oh, no. I'll bring him down here to see you.
When?
About 3 weeks.
Say, what training camp's he at? Lefty Latimer's?
No, Killer Carmichael.
303. 304. 305. Is it time to quit yet?
No, you can't quit. You gotta do your road work.
306. Lucy, this is my first day in training. Give me a break, please.
It takes 310 laps around that couch to make a mile. Now get going.
307, the couch gets longer each time around. 308. 309. 310, that's a mile. What was that?
Time for your knee bend.
Knee bends? No,
Come
I
on,
can't.
come
I can't,
on,
Lucy.
Eddie.
Please, I can't.
Eddie, please, we have to do knee bends
I
now.
can't with knee bends.
Now, come on, Eddie. Every day we have to do our knee bends to tighten up these muscles, remember?
muscles are
Okay,
tight.
hands on your hips.
Hands on
Down
your
you go.
hips.
1. Very slowly, straighten your back. Straighten your back. Hold your head up, Eddie. 2, 3, down you all the way.
You're making a guy crazy.
Straighten your back, Eddie. Now, come on. You know how to train. Come on. 4, and up. And 5, and... Eddie, listen to me. Now, listen. You have got to work up to 25 knee bends a day.
No, I can't. There's no way. What's that?
That's the dishwasher. That's our signal for your weigh-in. Get on the scale. Here, hold these.
Books?
Yeah, the scales are off, but it comes out exactly right if you hold the decline and fall of the Roman Empire and Aunt Fanny's cookbook. 166 pounds. Oh, Eddie, that will never do. No good, no good.
I got to get rid of this spare tire.
Spare tire. That's not rubber. That's blubber.
Well, somebody's at the door.
No. It's the timer on the washing machine. That means you got a jump rope and my laundry is done.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Forget it.
Eddie, come on. Where's your pep?
I got no more pep. It's all poop. I can't jump.
Come on. Sure you can. You just make a game of it. Now watch.
I can't.
Hey, my name is Lucy, and I come from Albajuicy, where I sell onions.
I never learned any.
Just jump to the word.
No, sir. I never learned those jumping poems. That's it. I can't.
Come on, Eddie. I'll jump with you.
I can't. Oh, please,
Now, you're going to have to
Lucy.
get with it, Eddie, or you'll never make it.
Please, Lucy.
Now, get in position.
I'm in position.
I'll jump with you.
I can't.
Yes, you can, Eddie. Yes, you can.
Oh,
Are you ready?
I hope so.
January, February, April, May. Listen to what your parents say, and you'll be a great big boy someday.
The bell. Where's the bell?
All right, never mind the bell. It's a telephone. You keep jumping. Hello? Oh, hello, Mr. Mooney. No, sir. No, sir, I can't come to work tomorrow either. Well, I'm too sick. I have the jumps. I mean the mumps. Mr. Mooney, I'm not allowed to leave my bed. I can't see anybody and I can't go anywhere. Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Lucy,
Eddie, what are you doing?
look at this.
What?
This plant has a bad case of root rot.
Oh, never mind the root rot. You're in training, Eddie.
But, Lucy, if you don't root out the root rot, the whole plant will turn rotten.
We'll root out the root rot later. Good heavens, Eddie. If you want to ever have your florist shop, you're going to have to forget about flowers. Now, right now, all you got to think about is fighting. You understand? Now, listen, I believe in you, Eddie. You're my kind of boy. And this fight with Shawka mean a lot to you. Your picture in the paper, your name on thousands of posters. Well, maybe one day they'll even name a stadium after you.
I don't want that stuff anymore.
Well, you want your florist shop, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, okay then, put these on. Now, you have to keep punching this bag until the dishwasher finishes its drying cycle.
I'll try not to let you down.
All right. You know, I can teach you everything I know, but the rest is up to you. Now, get in there and start punching. All right, a little harder. Harder. Well, Eddie, things are looking up.
I'm sorry, Lucy.
Don't apologize. It's been years since I've fallen for a man. Oh, yeah, Mary Jane. You should see Eddie. And you should see that left jab of his now. Yeah, and he's down to 160 pounds. That's his fighting weight. Well, he's really been getting the feel of it these last few days. Hey, I gotta hang up now. Eddie's due any minute. And besides, I don't want the phone to be busy if Mr. Mooney should call. Yeah, he thinks I'm too sick to get out of bed and answer it. Bye. Come on in, champ. Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, would you tell me why you have a volleyball hanging in your living room?
Oh, well, I saw an article in a magazine about pop art, and it was called Creative Decorating Hints with Volleyballs. Do you like it?
No. I thought you were supposed to be deathly ill. How are your mumps?
Oh, they're swell. I mean, the swelling's gone. I found out it wasn't the mumps.
What was it?
It turned out to be root rot.
The whole room looked like it had root rot.
Well, I wasn't expecting company.
Well, this isn't a social call.
Oh.
Now, do you remember that fellow from the florist?
What fellow?
Rickles.
Pickles? Pickles?
Rickles.
Not Pickles. Rickles. No, I
Oh,
don't.
well, I have been trying to reach him everywhere, and he has disappeared.
I don't remember him at all.
Mrs. Carmichael, the front door.
Oh, I already bought my Girl Scout cookies, little girl. Go away.
How did you know that was a Girl Scout?
Oh, I can tell by the way they ring the doorbell.
Oh? Now, about this Rickles.
Go on, I'm listening.
I want you to call every florist in town. You find out. Oh, all right, I'll buy the cookies. Come in, little girl. Oh.
Hi, Lucy. Boy, good morning. I'm right on time. Hello, Mr. Moody. Boy, do I feel great. I'm ready to work.
Didn't know where Rickles was, eh? What's he doing here?
I'm letting Eddie work out here, Mr. Mooney. He's going to fight again.
Fight? Why should he do a ridiculous thing like that?
Because he wants to buy a florist shop, that's why, and a certain cheapskate wouldn't lend him the money.
Well, he doesn't have to borrow any money now.
What do you mean?
Eddie, my boy, I have good news for you. I have just gotten you a 5-year contract to be the head designer for the flower show.
Oh, Mr. Mooney! Eddie, did you hear that?
Sonny won't last 3 rounds with me. I'll destroy him. That's what I'll do. Pow! I'll tear him apart. Pow!
Eddie, listen to me. What Mr. Mooney is offering you will make you famous. The most famous florist in California.
Are you kidding? With these fits, I'm going to be famous all over the world. The cheering crowds, my picture in the paper, they'll idolize me. The adoring mob. And I owe it all to you, manager.
Eddie, please, listen to Reza, will you? What about your flower shop?
That's for peasants. You never heard of a sports arena named after a florist?
Eddie, what's happened to you?
Something big. You gave it to me, Lucy. You gave me something that every fighter needs. The killer instinct.
He gave that to me years ago.
Oh, boy, I turned a florist into a monster.
Well, you better get him to take that job.
Oh, what difference does it make to you?
I'll tell you what difference it makes to me. My wife was so impressed with the flowers you ordered, she made me promise to hire him for the flower show.
What's your wife got to do with the flower show?
She's running it! That's what she's got to do with it!
All right.
You'd better get him to take that job, or Irma will destroy me!
I'll give you a tip, Teddy boy. Don't bet your money on shore. I'm gonna demolish him. Kill!
Sounds like Irma! You better get him to change his mind!
Today I'm gonna do 3 miles around the couch. And then I'm gonna do an extra 15 minutes on the bag. Pow, pow. Boy, I'm a killer. Pow, pow. What I need is a sparring partner. From now on, it's gonna be nothing but fighting.
Listen to me. Listen to reason.
Lick the world, that's what I'm gonna do. I can say it all now. Dames, foreign cars, custom-made shirts, front tables at nightclubs. Soup, soup, pow. Pow, 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 pow. Soup, soup, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Soup, soup. Boy, look at me. Hard as a rock. I was nuts to retire. I got a lot of living to do. That's what I got.
Oh, you got a lot of living to do, huh? Well, put up your dukes.
Put up my dukes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I can't use you as a sparring partner.
What's the matter, you chicken? You afraid I'll give you a fat lip to go with your fat head?
Hey, what is it with you?
I just want to show you that you're washed up, Eddie. You're a has-been. You're even worse than that. You're a never was.
Now, just a second.
Yeah, just a second. Get on there. Put up your dukes. Look who wants to fight Sonny Shaw. You're even afraid to fight a girl.
Now, cut that out.
Yeah, oh, you frighten me, Eddie. You frighten me. Oh, you're so tough, Eddie. Eddie Rickles, world champion of the chicken division. That's what you are. Come on, put up your dukes.
Okay.
Get your crummy hands off me, you punchy palooka. Yeah.
I'll show you. Go ahead. Give me your best punch right here on the butt.
Is that where you want it?
That's it, and be careful you don't hurt your hand.
Yeah, right on the button.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't want to do it. I hope I didn't hurt you, Eddie. I just want you to listen to reason. Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, you're going to have to take some more aspirin. Open your mouth. You're going to feel better now, Eddie. You're going to feel just fine, honey.
I'm going to quit boxing for good this time. Imagine. I got a glass jaw.
Yeah, you're lucky you found out in time.
I got a glass jaw. I can't believe it. A glass jaw.
Oh, it's a good thing you got him to change his mind. Eddie, my boy, let me be the first to congratulate you. You will never regret taking this job.
Oh, don't thank me. It was Lucy. She's the one that made me change my mind.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, all I did was make him listen to reason.
Reason? You? You never used reason around the office. Why don't you try a little reason on me? Say, did I tell you? You have to show up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Do you think he's going to...
Mr. Mooney! Oh, Mr. Mooney!
Martha Bell had always believed that a bargain was not merely a chance to save money. It was a challenge from fate, a personal invitation to prove that she could recognize a wonderful deal before anybody else did. Unfortunately, Martha had never learned that recognizing a bargain and actually meeting it were two completely different skills. On a bright Saturday morning, Martha stood in front of her apartment mirror wearing a yellow hat, a blue coat, and the expression of a woman preparing for battle. Her neighbor Clara watched from the doorway. "You are going shopping again." "Again is such a negative word," Martha replied. "I prefer to call it continuing a noble tradition. You went shopping yesterday. That was research. And the day before? Preparation. And the day before that?" Martha smiled proudly. "History." Clara sighed. "What are you planning to buy today?" "Nothing." Clara stared at her. Martha lasted 3 seconds before laughing. "All right, perhaps 1 or 2 things." "How many things?" "I have no idea." "That is exactly what worries me." Martha picked up a small handbag. "There is a special sale at the Grand Market this morning. Everything is marked down. You do not need anything." "That is precisely why I must go. If I only bought things I needed, I would miss all the things I never knew I needed." Clara shook her head. "You have a very unusual philosophy. It has saved me money. You bought 4 lamps last week. They were half price. You live in a 1-bedroom apartment. One day I may move into a mansion. And what will you do with 4 lamps until then? Prepare emotionally. Clara laughed despite herself. They walked toward the market together, and within minutes Martha became increasingly excited. The closer they came, the louder the crowd became. People were carrying boxes, bags, baskets, pillows, curtains, kitchen utensils, toys, and objects that nobody could identify. Martha stopped at the entrance. This is beautiful. Clara looked around. It looks dangerous. It is crowded. Exactly. Clara, shopping is always more exciting when you have to negotiate your way through people. I thought shopping was supposed to be relaxing. That is what people say when they have not found the best bargain. Inside the market, Martha disappeared almost immediately. Clara found her beside a table covered with kitchen appliances. Martha. Yes. What are you holding? A toaster. You already own a toaster. This one has 2 settings. Your toaster has 4. Martha looked at the appliance carefully. Perhaps I can sell the old one. You said that about the last toaster. I was optimistic. Before Clara could answer, Martha spotted another display. Look, she rushed toward it. Clara followed. There were decorative umbrellas. Martha picked up one. It is beautiful. It is broken. Martha opened it. The fabric immediately fell sideways. Martha examined it thoughtfully. Perhaps it is designed for windy weather. It is designed for a rubbish bin. Martha reluctantly put it down. Then she saw a sign. Special offer. Buy 1, receive 2 additional items. Her eyes widened. Clara. No. You have not even heard what I was going to say. I know you. Martha approached the salesperson. How does this offer work? The salesperson explained. Martha listened carefully. Clara watched her expression change. No. Martha. This is extraordinary. Martha. I could save almost $20. You could spend $40. But I would save 20. That is not how mathematics works. It is how shopping works. 10 minutes later, Martha walked away carrying 3 boxes. Clara carried 2 more. I thought you said you were going to buy 1 or 2 things. I did. You bought 7. Some of them were very small. One of the boxes contained a decorative clock. Another contained a set of towels. The remaining boxes held kitchen equipment Martha had absolutely no use for. Then she noticed something else. A small sign announced a charity raffle. The winner would receive a magnificent bicycle. Martha immediately bought a ticket. Clara raised an eyebrow. You do not ride bicycles. I might learn. You said that about swimming. I am still considering it. Suddenly, a bell rang. A store employee announced that a special prize would be awarded to whoever could identify the owner of a misplaced shopping bag. Martha looked down. She was holding a shopping bag. Clara looked at her. Martha. What? Where did you get that? I thought it was mine. You thought? Martha opened it. Inside was a red scarf, a notebook, a pair of sunglasses, and a small wooden duck. That is definitely not mine. A woman hurried toward them. That is my bag. Martha handed it over. Oh, thank you. I thought I had lost it. No problem. The woman smiled. You are very honest. Martha looked pleased. Clara whispered, You should enjoy that compliment while it lasts. What do you mean? A store manager approached them. Excuse me, we have a small problem. Martha immediately became nervous. What kind of problem? We cannot find one of the prize envelopes. What prize envelope? The envelope containing the market's special golden voucher. Martha blinked. I have never seen it. The manager looked at her bags. Martha looked at her bags. Clara looked at Martha. The manager smiled politely. Would you mind if we checked? Martha raised both hands. Certainly. I have nothing to hide. Clara murmured. That sentence usually means something is about to go wrong. The manager opened the first bag. Toaster. Second bag. Towels. Third bag. Clock. Fourth bag. 3 wooden spoons. Fifth bag. A hat. Martha frowned. That is not my hat. Clara stared at her. You are wearing your hat. I know. That is why this one is not mine. The manager opened another bag. Inside was a golden envelope. Everyone became silent. Martha stared at it. Clara stared at Martha. The manager slowly picked up the envelope. This is what we have been looking for. Martha swallowed. I have an explanation. Clara whispered. You always have an explanation. I bought a bag. You bought several bags. I may have accidentally taken the wrong one. The manager opened the envelope. Inside was a voucher worth $500. Martha's eyes widened. I promise I did not know it was there. The manager nodded. I believe you. You do? Yes. Because the voucher is not valid for you. Martha looked disappointed. Why not? It is the prize for the raffle. Martha brightened. Oh. Then she remembered something. The raffle ticket. She searched her handbag. Clara watched. Martha searched again. Nothing. Oh, dear. What? I think I put my raffle ticket in the wrong bag. The manager sighed. Which bag? Martha pointed toward the counter. Unfortunately, at that exact moment, another customer picked up the bag. Martha rushed after him. Excuse me. The man turned. Martha stopped. I am terribly sorry. I think you have my bag. He looked at it. I believe this is mine. Martha looked embarrassed. Yes, it probably is. The man smiled. You were looking for a raffle ticket? Yes. He reached into the bag. Is this it? Martha's face lit up. Yes. The man handed it to her. You should be more careful. I will. Clara smiled. Today has taught you something. Martha nodded. Yes. What? That I need larger bags. Clara laughed. You learned absolutely nothing. Martha looked at the raffle ticket. Perhaps I learned one thing. What? That good luck sometimes arrives in very strange packaging. That afternoon, Martha returned home with her purchases. She arranged the towels in the cupboard, placed the clock on the wall, and put the toaster beside the old toaster. Clara watched. You are actually keeping everything. Of course. You do not need most of it. Martha smiled. Maybe not. She looked at the new clock. But sometimes an unnecessary thing can still make an ordinary day happier. Clara softened. That is surprisingly wise. I have my moments. The doorbell rang. Martha opened the door. The market manager stood outside. Good news. Martha looked surprised. What happened? You won the raffle. She stared at him. The bicycle? Yes. Martha turned toward Clara. I told you I might learn. Clara laughed. Where are you going to put it? Martha looked at the hallway, then at the ceiling, then at the bicycle. I suppose this is when I finally need that mansion. The manager laughed. Martha accepted the bicycle. A week later, the bicycle remained untouched in the hallway. Martha had not learned to ride it. Instead, she had placed a basket on the front and filled it with groceries. Clara discovered her one morning. You still have not learned to ride. I am taking it slowly. You have not moved it. I am building confidence. Clara smiled. You know, Martha, perhaps the real bargain was not all those things you bought. Martha considered this. What was it? The people you met. Martha smiled. That is true. She looked through the window at the street, where neighbors were laughing and helping one another carry boxes from the market. For once, Martha did not think about buying anything. She simply enjoyed the morning. Then she noticed a small poster across the street. Grand weekend clearance. Martha's eyes widened. Clara immediately grabbed her arm. No. But Clara. No. They are offering 70% off. Absolutely not. They have kitchen appliances. You have enough. Garden furniture. You have no garden. Decorative fountains. You have no fountain. Martha paused. Perhaps I should buy a garden first. Clara burst out laughing. And together they walked down the street, arguing cheerfully about bargains, bicycles, and the strange habit people had of buying things they did not need. Martha still loved a good sale. Clara still believed sales were dangerous. But both had discovered something more valuable than any discount. A good day was not measured by how much money you saved or how many things you carried home. Sometimes the best bargain was simply finding someone who could laugh with you when everything went wrong. And Martha Bell had finally found hers. The following Saturday began with a knock at Martha Bell's door. Not an ordinary knock. It was 3 quick taps, followed by a pause, followed by 3 more. Martha opened the door cautiously. Clara stood outside, holding a newspaper. Martha, do you know what this says? Martha adjusted her glasses. It says Saturday. Below that, weekend. Below that, special. Below that. Martha leaned closer. Community market. Clara folded the newspaper. Exactly. Martha smiled. That sounds harmless. It is not. How can a community market be dangerous? Because you will go there. Martha placed a hand over her heart. Clara, you have such little faith in me. I have known you for years. That is the problem. Clara sighed. There is something else. The neighborhood committee needs volunteers. Martha's smile disappeared. Volunteers? Yes. Do they get paid? No. Do they get free food? I do not know. Then why would anyone volunteer? Because they want to help. Martha thought about it. I could help. Clara looked surprised. You? Yes. What changed? I discovered that helping people is cheaper than shopping. Clara laughed. That is the most Martha Bell reason for doing something charitable I have ever heard. They went together to the community hall. The hall was already crowded. Tables had been arranged along the walls, and people were carrying boxes, folding chairs, hanging signs, and arguing cheerfully about where everything should go. At the center of the room stood Mr. Harold Finch, the chairman of the neighborhood committee. He was a tall, serious man who wore a brown jacket and an expression suggesting that every minor problem was a national emergency. Good morning, he announced. Nobody answered. He cleared his throat. I said good morning. Good morning, everyone replied. Thank you. We have a very important task today. Martha whispered to Clara. How important? Probably not very. Mr. Finch continued. The annual community market must raise enough money to repair the children's reading room. Everyone applauded. Martha raised her hand. Mr. Finch noticed. Yes, Mrs. Bell. Will there be bargains? He hesitated. Yes. I volunteer. Clara covered her face. The work began. Martha was assigned to the donation table. Her instructions were simple. Accept donated items, write down their names, place them in the correct boxes, and do not sell anything before the market opened. Martha nodded solemnly. I understand completely. 20 minutes later, she had already sold a lamp. Clara stared at her. What are you doing? Raising money. The market has not opened. It is a private early donation. To whom? To Mrs. Perkins. Mrs. Perkins smiled. I could not resist. Mr. Finch hurried over. Mrs. Bell, we cannot sell anything yet. But the lamp has already been sold. That is exactly the problem. Then perhaps we should open early. No. Why not? Because the market begins at 10. Martha checked the clock. It is 9:58. That is not 10. It is practically 10. No. Martha nodded. All right. 2 minutes later, the market officially opened. Within seconds, people poured into the hall. Martha became energetic. She helped customers find books, carried boxes, arranged dishes, and somehow convinced 3 people to buy objects they had not planned to purchase. Clara watched from the refreshments table. You are actually good at this. Martha looked proud. I have years of experience. At shopping? At persuading myself that I need things. That is not the same thing. It is very close. Around noon, the market became extremely busy. A little boy named Tommy approached Martha. Excuse me. Yes. I found this. He held up a small envelope. Martha looked at it. What is inside? I do not know. Martha opened it carefully. Inside was a handwritten note. Dear whoever finds this, please return it to the information desk. Martha frowned. That is mysterious. Clara came over. What is it? Martha handed her the note. Clara read it. Perhaps someone lost something. Obviously. What does the envelope contain? Martha checked. Nothing. Nothing. Tommy looked disappointed. So, the mystery is empty? Martha smiled. Sometimes an empty mystery is still a mystery. At that moment, Mr. Finch rushed over. Has anyone seen a blue notebook? What kind of notebook? Clara asked. Small. Blue cover. Very important. Martha looked at Tommy. Tommy looked at Martha. Martha looked at the envelope. Then she remembered. I may know where it is. They hurried to the information desk. There was the notebook. Mr. Finch opened it and sighed with relief. Thank goodness. What is it? Martha asked. The list of donations. Clara looked at him. And why is that so important? Because without it, I cannot account for the money. Martha smiled. That would be inconvenient. Inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Mr. Finch looked at her. You are enjoying this. A little. The afternoon passed peacefully. By the end of the market, the tables were nearly empty and the donation boxes were full. Everyone gathered to count the money. Mr. Finch looked at the total. He smiled. We did it. Everyone applauded. The reading room could be repaired. Tommy jumped up and down. Martha hugged Clara. You see? What? We made a difference. Clara smiled. Yes, we did. Martha looked around the room. Nobody had become rich. Nobody had received a spectacular prize. Nobody had found a magical bargain. Yet everyone looked happy. Martha realized that she had spent an entire day surrounded by people without buying a single thing. She felt strangely proud. Then she noticed a small table in the corner. On it was a sign. Everything remaining is half price. Martha froze. Clara saw her expression. No. I did not say anything. You do not have to. I am only looking. That is how it begins. Martha walked toward the table. Clara followed. There were books, plates, scarves, toys, picture frames, and a small wooden box. Martha picked up the box. What do you think this is? A box. Very good. I am learning from you. Martha opened it. Inside was a photograph. It showed the neighborhood many years earlier. The people in the picture looked younger. The buildings looked different. Children stood beside parents, grandparents stood beside children, and everyone seemed to be smiling. Martha stared at it. Look at this. Clara stood beside her. That is beautiful. Do you recognize anyone? Clara pointed. That is Mr. Finch. Martha laughed. He had hair. Clara laughed too. And look. Martha pointed at another person. Is that Mrs. Perkins? Yes. She was tiny. She is still tiny. They both laughed. Then Martha noticed someone else. A woman standing near the center of the picture. Who is she? Clara studied the photograph. I do not know. Mr. Finch approached. He saw the photograph and became quiet. That was my sister. Martha handed him the picture. She looks happy. She was. Mr. Finch smiled gently. She moved away years ago. We lost touch for a while. Clara asked, "Do you still hear from her?" "Sometimes." Martha looked at the photograph. "Perhaps you should call her." Mr. Finch laughed softly. "After all these years? Why not?" Clara nodded. "Martha is right." Mr. Finch looked at them both. "I suppose I could." He took out his phone. A few minutes later, he was speaking quietly with his sister. Martha and Clara stepped away. "What did you do?" Clara whispered. "Nothing." "You encouraged him to call his sister. That is hardly a crime."
No.
"But it might be the most useful thing you have done all week." Martha smiled. "Perhaps." Later that evening, everyone left the community hall. Martha and Clara walked home together. "You know," Clara said, "you did not buy anything today." Martha smiled. "I know." "How do you feel?" "Strangely peaceful. Maybe you are changing." Martha stopped walking. "Do not say that too loudly." "Why?" "I have a reputation to protect." They laughed. When Martha arrived home, she placed the photograph on her table. She looked at it again. The people in the picture had not known what the future would bring. They had simply stood together, smiled, and shared a moment. Martha understood something then. Life was full of bargains, but not all of them came with price tags. Friendship was a bargain because it asked for time and gave back comfort. Kindness was a bargain because it cost little and could change someone's entire day. And laughter was perhaps the greatest bargain of all. It cost nothing. Martha smiled. Then there was another knock. She opened the door. Clara stood there. "I forgot something." "What?" Clara held up a small shopping bag. "You left this at the community hall." Martha looked inside. A decorative lamp. She stared at Clara. Clara stared back. "You bought it." "I did not remember." "You bought it before the market opened."
Oh.
Martha took the lamp. "How much did I pay?" "Nothing." "Nothing. The committee gave it to you as a thank you for volunteering." Martha's face brightened. "See." Clara laughed. "You found a bargain after all." Martha placed the lamp on the table. "Perhaps I really am improving." Clara smiled. "Do not worry. You are still Martha." Martha looked at the lamp. Then she looked at the photograph. Then she smiled. "I think that is a pretty good bargain too." The two friends stood in the doorway laughing until the hallway lights came on. And for once, Martha did not think about what she could buy next. She thought about what she could give. The next morning, she woke early. She made coffee. She opened the newspaper. And there, on the front page, was a large advertisement. Huge weekend sale. Martha stared at it. She slowly folded the newspaper. She stood up. She walked toward the door. Then she stopped. She turned around. She picked up the photograph from the table. She smiled.
No.
She sat back down. 5 minutes later, the telephone rang. It was Clara. "Are you going to the sale?"
No.
A pause. "Are you feeling all right?" "I am perfectly fine." Another pause. "Who are you?" Martha laughed. "I am still Martha." "Then why are you not going shopping?" "Because I have something better to do." "What?" "I am going to help Mr. Finch paint the reading room." Clara became silent. Then she laughed. "I knew there was something wrong with you." Martha laughed too. Outside, the neighborhood was beginning another ordinary day. Children walked toward school. Neighbors opened their doors. The bakery opened its windows. And somewhere across town, a sale was beginning. Martha did not go. At least, not that morning. She had discovered that a life filled with laughter, friendship, and useful moments could be far more satisfying than a cupboard full of bargains. Although, to be completely honest, she still planned to visit the sale on Monday. She was changing. She was not a miracle worker. Martha Bell was not a miracle worker, and she had never claimed to be one. By Monday morning, she had already convinced herself that visiting the market was not really shopping. It was research. She stood outside the Grand Market with Clara beside her. You said you were going to paint the reading room. We did. You finished yesterday. Yes. So why are we here? Martha pointed toward the entrance. Community research. Clara looked at the enormous sale sign. Of course. Inside, the market was unusually quiet. Martha immediately noticed something strange. There were no crowds. No shouting. No people fighting over discounted kitchen appliances. No mountains of shopping bags. Instead, every customer was walking around calmly. Martha frowned. This is suspicious. Clara laughed. You finally found a peaceful market, and you are suspicious? A peaceful market is unnatural. They walked farther inside. A young employee named Daniel approached them. Good morning. Good morning, Clara replied. Martha looked around. Where is everyone? We are trying something new. What? A quiet shopping morning. Martha looked horrified. Quiet. Yes. Without shouting? Yes. Without people grabbing the same bargain? Yes. Without someone standing in front of the shelf for 20 minutes while everybody waits? Daniel smiled. That is the idea. Martha looked at Clara. This place has changed. Clara whispered. You have changed too. Do not exaggerate. Daniel handed them a small card. We are also running a kindness challenge. Martha read it. Do one helpful thing for another customer and receive a discount. Martha's eyes widened. A discount for being kind? Yes. Clara immediately pointed at her. Do not turn kindness into a shopping strategy. I would never. Daniel walked away. Martha looked at the card. I might have a few questions. Of course you do. They wandered through the aisles. A woman struggled to reach a box on a high shelf. Martha immediately helped her. The woman smiled. Thank you. Martha looked at Clara. Did you see that? Yes. Did I receive a discount? No. Martha sighed. I think the kindness challenge needs better management. Clara laughed. A few minutes later, an elderly man dropped several books. Martha helped him collect them. He thanked her warmly. Martha smiled. No problem. Clara watched her. You're getting good at this. At what? Helping people without expecting anything. Martha considered that. I suppose it is becoming a habit. Then she saw something at the end of the aisle. A large sign announced a competition. Find the golden bookmark. Martha's eyes immediately lit up. Clara saw it. No. I have not said anything. You do not need to. Martha approached the competition table. A store employee explained the rules. Somewhere in the bookstore section, we have hidden a golden bookmark. Whoever finds it receives a year's supply of free books. Martha looked at Clara. Books. Yes. Free books. Yes. That is different. How? You cannot say I am buying unnecessary things if they are books. Clara shook her head. I knew you would find a way. The search began. Martha looked behind shelves, under tables, inside baskets, behind cushions. She even looked beneath a potted plant. Clara followed. You are taking this very seriously. I have experience. With what? Looking for things I probably should not have bought. That does not help. After half an hour, several people had gathered around the bookstore. Everyone was searching. A little girl named Emma approached Martha. Are you looking for the bookmark? Yes. I think I know where it is. Martha crouched beside her. Where? Emma pointed toward a shelf. There. Martha looked. Nothing. Are you sure? Yes. They walked over. Emma pointed again. This book. Martha pulled it out. A golden bookmark fell to the floor. Everyone cheered. Martha stared. I found it. Clara smiled. Technically, Emma found it. Martha immediately nodded. You are right. She picked up the bookmark and handed it to Emma. The store employee approached. You found the prize. Emma's eyes widened. Me? Yes. But Martha found the book. She did. Emma looked at Martha. Then we can share. Martha smiled. I think that is the best idea. The manager arrived. Perhaps we can make an exception. He offered Emma a large collection of children's books. Then he offered Martha a smaller collection. Martha looked delighted. Clara smiled. That was generous. Martha nodded. I think Emma deserves most of them. Emma hugged the books. Thank you. Martha felt something warm in her chest. It was not the excitement she usually felt after finding a bargain. It was different. Better. They left the bookstore carrying a small stack of books. Clara looked at Martha. You know, you could become a teacher. Martha laughed. Me? You love explaining things. I love being right. That too. They continued walking. At the exit, Daniel approached them. Mrs. Bell. Yes. You won today's kindness challenge. Martha looked surprised. I did. Yes. What did I win? A discount. Clara laughed. Martha smiled. I thought the prize was supposed to be kindness. Daniel nodded. It is. He handed her a small card. Your discount is for someone else. Martha opened it. What does that mean? You can give it to anyone you choose. Martha looked around. She saw Emma standing with her mother. She handed the card to Emma. This is for you. Emma smiled. Thank you. Martha felt happier than she had expected. Outside, Clara put her arm around Martha's shoulder. You know something? What? I think you finally understand. Understand what? That not every bargain is something you take home. Martha nodded. Sometimes it is something you pass on. They walked home slowly. For once, Martha carried only a few things. A book. A small lamp. And the photograph from the community hall. She stopped halfway home. Clara. Yes. I think I know what I want to do. That sounds dangerous. I want to organize a neighborhood exchange. Clara smiled. An exchange? Yes. Everyone brings something they no longer need, and someone else can use it. That sounds wonderful. And nobody has to spend money. Clara stared at her. Martha, are you feeling ill? I am perfectly healthy. You just suggested an event where people exchange things without buying anything. I know. This is historic. Please do not make a speech. I am calling the newspaper. Clara. I am kidding. They laughed. By the following weekend, the neighborhood exchange had become the most talked about event on the street. People brought books, clothes, kitchen tools, toys, plants, decorations, and countless other useful things. Martha stood at the entrance with a notebook. Clara watched her. You look very official. I am official. You have a pencil. That is enough. Mr. Finch arrived carrying 2 boxes. Where should these go? Books on the left. He nodded. And these? Household items. Excellent. He paused. I received a call from my sister. Martha smiled. How is she? She is coming to visit next month. Clara hugged him. That is wonderful. Mr. Finch smiled. It is. Martha looked around the room. People were laughing. Neighbors who had barely spoken before were exchanging stories. Children were trading books. Older residents were showing younger people how to repair simple household objects. Nobody seemed worried about getting the best deal. They were simply enjoying being together. Martha stood quietly for a moment. Clara came beside her. You are proud. Martha nodded. Yes. Of the market?
No.
Of the exchange? Not exactly. Then what? Martha smiled. Of everyone. Clara smiled too. Then Martha noticed a small box sitting beneath a table. What is that? Clara looked. I do not know. Martha opened it. Inside was a note. Thank you for reminding us that neighbors can become friends. Martha read it twice. She looked at Clara. Who wrote this? I do not know. Martha placed the note carefully back inside the box. Maybe it does not matter. Clara nodded. They returned to the crowd. That evening, when everyone had gone home, Martha and Clara sat outside the community hall. The street was quiet. Martha looked at the stars. You know, Clara, I used to think happiness came from finding the right thing. And now I think happiness comes from finding the right people. Clara smiled. That is a very good answer. Martha leaned back. I still like sales. I know. I still like bargains. I know. And I still think buying 3 of the same thing can occasionally be reasonable. Clara laughed. Occasionally? Martha smiled. Very occasionally. They sat together in comfortable silence. Then Martha suddenly stood. I just remembered something. What? There's a sale tomorrow. Clara closed her eyes. Martha. I am only going to look. You said that last time. And this time I mean it. Clara looked at her. You promise? Martha thought carefully. I promise to try. That is the best I can expect. They laughed. And the next morning Martha did go to the market. She walked through the aisles. She admired the lamps. She examined the kitchen appliances. She looked at the curtains. She even picked up a toaster. Then she remembered the community hall. She remembered Emma. She remembered Mr. Finch's sister. She remembered the photograph. Martha put the toaster back. She smiled. Then she walked toward the exit. Clara, who had been watching from the other side of the aisle, hurried after her. I cannot believe it. What? You actually left without buying anything. Martha smiled. I bought something. Clara looked alarmed. What? Martha held up a small paper bag. Inside was a packet of seeds. Seeds? Yes. What are you going to do with them? Plant them. You have never planted anything. I know. What changed? Martha looked toward the community garden across the street. I thought it might be nice to grow something instead of just collecting things. Clara smiled. That sounds like a good bargain. Martha laughed. Some things are worth waiting for. Together they crossed the street. The seeds were small. The garden was ordinary. The morning was peaceful. But Martha felt as though something new had begun. Not a new shopping habit. Not a new collection. Something much better. A new way of looking at the world. And for the first time in her life, Martha Bell understood that the richest days were not necessarily the ones when she brought the most things home. They were the days when she left something good behind. The community garden became Martha Bell's newest project, although nobody had actually asked her to start one. It began with the packet of seeds. Martha brought them to the garden on Monday morning, carrying a small shovel in one hand and a notebook in the other. Clara followed behind her. You have a notebook. Of course. What are you writing? A planting schedule. You have never planted anything before. That is why I need a schedule. Clara looked at the empty patch of soil. What are you going to plant? Something useful. Vegetables. Possibly. Flowers? Perhaps. Trees? I thought I would begin with something that does not require a ladder. Clara laughed. Martha knelt down and carefully dug a small hole. She placed the seeds inside. Then she covered them with soil. She stood up proudly. There. Clara looked at the ground. That is it. That is how gardening works. I thought there would be more. So did I. They watered the soil and went home. The next morning Martha returned. Nothing had changed. She stared at the ground. Maybe they need encouragement. Clara, who had followed her again, raised an eyebrow. You cannot encourage seeds. Why not? They are seeds. People said the same thing about me. Clara laughed. Martha leaned closer to the soil. Come on, little seeds. You can do it. A man working nearby looked over. Are you talking to the ground? Martha straightened.
No.
The man smiled. I heard you. I was speaking privately. He introduced himself as Samuel, one of the volunteers who maintained the garden. I have been working here for years, he said. Then you must know everything about plants. Not everything. Excellent. I dislike experts who know everything. Samuel laughed. He showed Martha how to prepare the soil, how much water to use, and how to recognize small signs of growth. Martha listened carefully. For once, she did not interrupt. Clara noticed. This is new. What? You are listening. I always listen.
No.
You usually wait for your turn to talk. Martha smiled. I am improving. Over the following weeks, Martha became fascinated by the garden. She learned that some plants needed sunlight, others needed shade, and almost all of them required patience. Patience was the most difficult part. Every morning she inspected the soil. Every afternoon she checked again. Every evening she asked Clara whether the plants looked taller. You cannot measure growth every hour, Clara told her. Why not? Because plants are not clocks. Martha frowned. I prefer clocks. You bought 6. 7. Clara stared. You bought another one? It was on sale. Of course it was. One Saturday morning, Martha finally saw something. A tiny green shoot had appeared. She froze. Clara. What? Look. Clara bent down.
Oh.
It grew. It did. Martha smiled. I did it. The seed did it. I helped.
Fine.
You helped. Martha carefully wrote the date in her notebook. Then she wrote one more sentence. Patience works. Clara looked over her shoulder. You are keeping a diary now? Only of important discoveries. What is the next discovery? I do not know. Martha looked at the little plant. That is what makes it interesting. The garden slowly changed. More neighbors joined. Children planted flowers. Older residents shared gardening knowledge. Some people brought chairs and sat under the trees in the afternoon. Mr. Finch even installed a small wooden sign. Community garden. Growing together. Martha read it several times. I like that. Clara smiled. So, do I. One afternoon, Emma arrived carrying a small watering can. Martha. Hello, Emma. I brought something. What? Emma handed her a tiny pot. Inside was a little flower. I grew it at home. Martha looked delighted. It is beautiful. It is for the garden. Martha accepted it carefully. Then we must find the perfect place. They walked around together. Emma chose a sunny corner. Martha helped her dig a small hole. They placed the flower inside. Emma pressed the soil around it. There. Martha smiled. Very good. Emma looked up. When will it be big? Eventually. How long? Martha thought about it. I do not know. Emma frowned. That is not a very good answer. Martha laughed. You are right. She knelt beside the child. Some things take time. We can take care of them, but we cannot make them hurry. Emma considered this. Like people? Martha smiled. Exactly like people. Clara watched them from a distance. Later that day, she said, You are becoming wise. Martha shook her head. No. I am just learning from children. That may be the wisest thing you have said. The peaceful rhythm of the garden continued until one Friday afternoon, when Mr. Finch arrived looking worried. Martha, Clara, I need your help. Martha immediately stood. What happened? The community hall roof needs repairs. Clara looked concerned. How much will it cost? More than we have. Martha thought for a moment. We could organize another market. Mr. Finch shook his head. We already had one. Then another. We cannot ask people to donate every month. Martha frowned. Then we need another idea. Clara looked toward the garden. What about a garden festival? Martha turned. A festival? We have flowers, vegetables, plants, and people who know how to grow things. Mr. Finch considered it. We could sell plants. And homemade food, Martha added. And books, Clara said. Music. Emma called from across the garden. Everyone turned. Emma stood holding her watering can. What? She looked surprised. Music. Martha smiled. Excellent idea. Mr. Finch slowly smiled too. A garden festival. Within 2 days, the entire neighborhood was involved. Someone offered to organize music. Someone else offered to make cakes. Samuel promised to teach children how to plant herbs. Clara arranged a small book table. Martha volunteered to manage everything. This worried everyone. You cannot manage everything, Clara told her. Why not? Because you will become exhausted. I have energy. You bought 7 clocks. What does it have to do with anything? You need to learn that not everything needs to happen immediately. Martha sighed. All right. She handed Clara a notebook. You manage the books. What about the refreshments? Mrs. Perkins. Music? Mr. Finch. Plants? Samuel. Children? Emma's mother. Clara smiled. And you? Martha looked around. I suppose I will help wherever I am needed. That sounds reasonable. Do not get used to it. The festival arrived on a warm Sunday morning. The garden looked completely different. Colorful tables stood beneath the trees. People carried baskets of vegetables. Children ran between flower beds. Music played near the entrance. The smell of fresh bread filled the air. Martha stood in the middle of everything with a list. She looked exhausted. Clara approached. You look terrible. Thank you. You are welcome. Martha handed her the list. Everything is going perfectly. That is usually when you say something goes wrong. I have learned from experience. At that exact moment, a loud sound came from the refreshment table. Everyone turned. A stack of paper plates had fallen over. Martha closed her eyes. That is not serious. Another sound followed. A tray of cookies tipped sideways. Clara laughed. Now it is beginning. Martha hurried over. Within minutes, the problem was solved. Then the music stopped. The musician had forgotten to bring an important cable. Martha found a replacement. Then the plant table ran out of empty pots. Samuel improvised with old containers. Then the book table became too crowded. Clara moved it beneath a tree. Every small problem was solved by someone. Martha gradually realized something. The festival did not need one person to control everything. It needed many people willing to help. By late afternoon, the donation box was nearly full. Mr. Finch counted the money. We have enough. Everyone applauded. The roof could be repaired. Martha looked around. The garden was full of tired but happy people. She smiled. Clara stood beside her. You did it. We did it. That is better. Martha nodded. Yes. Suddenly Emma came running. Martha. What happened? You have to come. They hurried toward the flower bed. Emma pointed. The little flower she had planted was blooming. Martha stared. It is beautiful. Emma smiled. You were right. About what? It took time. Martha smiled. Yes. Emma hugged her. Martha looked at the flower. She remembered the first day she had planted her seeds. She had wanted results immediately. She had wanted to know exactly what would happen. She had wanted to control everything. Now she understood that some of the best things in life could not be rushed. Friendship needed time. Trust needed time. Learning needed time. Even happiness sometimes needed time. That evening, after everyone had gone home, Martha sat beside the flower bed. Clara joined her. You are quiet. I am thinking. About the flower? About everything. Clara sat beside her. Martha smiled. I used to think a good life was about getting more. And now, I think it is about noticing more. Clara looked at her. That is a beautiful thought. Martha nodded. Although I still like getting things. I knew it. Especially when they're on sale. There she is. They laughed. The next morning, Martha opened her notebook. She wrote several new rules. Do not buy something simply because it is cheap. Do not assume everything needs to happen immediately. Ask for help when you need it. Help others when you can. And remember that people are more important than possessions. She looked at the list. Then she added one final rule. Leave room for surprises. She closed the notebook. At that moment, someone knocked on her door. It was Mr. Finch. Martha, I have something for you. What is it? He handed her a small wooden box. Martha opened it. Inside was the old photograph from the community hall. But there was something else beside it. A new photograph. It showed everyone at the garden festival. Martha stood in the center, laughing. Clara stood beside her. Emma was holding the little watering can. Mr. Finch was smiling. Samuel was holding a basket of vegetables. Everyone looked happy. Martha stared at the picture. I love it. Mr. Finch smiled. We thought you should have it. Thank you. He turned to leave. Martha? Yes. You helped bring everyone together. Martha shook her head. No. Everyone did that. He smiled. That is exactly why you deserve the picture. After he left, Martha placed the photograph beside the old one. 2 pictures. 2 different moments. 1 neighborhood. She smiled. Then the telephone rang. Martha answered. Hello. A voice said, Mrs. Bell? Yes. This is the Grand Market. Martha became suspicious. What do you want? We are calling to inform you that you have been selected for a special Customer Appreciation Award. Martha's eyes widened. Clara, who had just entered, immediately knew what was happening. What did you win? Martha covered the telephone. I do not know. The voice continued. You have won a year's supply of household products. Martha stared at Clara. Clara shook her head. Ask what kind. Martha returned to the telephone. What kind of products? There was a pause. Cleaning supplies. Martha's face fell. Clara burst out laughing. Martha sighed. How much? Free. Martha's eyes widened again. Free? Yes. She looked at Clara. Clara was laughing so hard she had to sit down. Martha smiled. All right, I accept. The next day, several boxes arrived. Martha opened the first. Soap. The second. Cleaning cloths. The third. Detergent. The fourth. More soap. Clara looked at the boxes. You're going to have enough cleaning supplies for the entire neighborhood. Martha smiled. Then perhaps we should share them. Clara nodded. That sounds like you. Martha looked around her apartment. For years, she had filled her home with things she thought might make her happy. Now she was giving some of them away. Not because they were worthless, because she had finally discovered their value could be greater when shared. She carried the boxes downstairs. Neighbors came out to help. Mrs. Perkins took some soap. Samuel took detergent. Emma's mother took cleaning cloths. Mr. Finch carried the remaining boxes to the community hall. By sunset, almost everything had been distributed. Martha returned home with one small box. Clara looked inside. What did you keep? 1 bottle of soap. Why? Martha smiled. Because I have learned something important. What? Sharing is wonderful. But sometimes you should keep one thing for yourself. Clara laughed. That sounds more like the old Martha. Martha smiled. I am still learning. Outside, the community garden was glowing in the evening light. The little flower stood proudly among the others. Martha looked at it through the window. She thought about bargains, about mistakes, about laughter, about friends, about all the unexpected things that had entered her life when she had stopped trying to control every moment. She realized that the best stories were rarely planned. They simply happened. And sometimes, the most valuable thing you could find was not something hidden behind a shelf or marked with a discount. Sometimes it was waiting beside you all along. Martha turned toward Clara. Would you like some coffee? Yes. Tea? Yes. Cake? Yes. Shopping? Clara laughed. Absolutely not. Martha smiled. All right. She went into the kitchen. A few minutes later, they sat together at the table. No sale. No competition. No prize.
No confusión.
Just 2 friends sharing coffee and laughing about the strange adventures of ordinary life. And Martha thought that perhaps this was the greatest bargain she had ever found. It had cost her nothing. Yet somehow, it was worth everything.